Where else would we be but in Venice? Millions of words have attempted to describe this fantasy city. But those that have heard the Campanile bells over the Piazza di San Marco know one thing for sure. Come to Venice and you'll find something you can't find anywhere else. Since the days of the Roman Empire, Venice has been home to some of Western civilization's greatest artists and craftsmen. Known for her architects and sculptors, acclaimed for her marble workers and painters. But since the 11th century, when the glass mosaics in St. Mark's Basilica were created, Venice has perhaps been best known for the exceptional skills of her glass artists. We're still in Venice, but now we're aboard Holland America Line's newest ship, the MS Veendam. This extraordinary glass sculpture is the focal point of the atrium. The entire piece was created on the island of Murano by Luciano Vitossi, a prominent glass artist. Murano, the world capital of glassmaking, is only a short boat ride away from the Veendam's pier. I'm Chris Drasses, cruise director of the MS Veendam. We're here at the Fincantieri shipyard in Venice, where the final details of the Veendam's construction have just been completed. In just a few days, we'll be entertaining our first guests. Experienced cruisers know that there are certain ship features, certain comforts that we provide to our guests that are unique to the Holland America Line experience. These are our signatures, the refinements you expect aboard all our ships. Through 123 years of cruising, these signatures have earned Holland America the reputation of being the most gracious host on all the world's oceans. The Veendam is the latest expression of that hospitality. Please join me on a tour of our beautiful new ship. Original works of art and antiques have been a part of our ship's decor for over half a century. Like the other ships in our fleet, the antiques aboard the Veendam represent centuries of European and Asian culture. We are also proud of our collection of modern art, created specifically for display aboard the Veendam. The antique and art collection is valued at more than $2 million.
You can have a very old, well, let's say, conventional interior, but you can have there a very modern painting in it, or very modern furniture. I like that mix, which relate the past with the future, or the future with the past. With that art collection, you bring them closer to the countries and the cultures they might meet on their holiday.
I like to say the entire ship is a work of art because so much attention has been paid to its finest details. The Veendam was built entirely in Venice, and the craftsmen who installed the ship's interior, the tile and marble, the glass and woodwork, are descendants of the artisans who created Venice's palazzos and churches. Every Holland America ship has a covered promenade, like the Veendam's lower promenade deck. This teak deck wraps entirely around the ship. Take 4 laps and you'll walk a mile. The lower promenade deck is a great place to meet fellow guests who enjoy exercise as part of their vacation. And there's also no better place for that morning cup of coffee, which reminds me, coffee is important to our guests. That's why we serve nothing but the best gourmet blends. Thank you, Vet. The Java Cafe is located just off the atrium. This is the place to enjoy coffee in all its forms. And while I'm enjoying my cappuccino, let's take a look next door. We show first-run films in the Wayang Theater, and the free popcorn is popped fresh before each performance. The Hudson Room is designed for small meetings. The Half Moon Room, named after Henry Hudson's Dutch East India ship, by the way, is comfortable for meetings as large as 185 people. The Java Cafe is just a few steps away from the shore excursion office and the front office right in the center of the ship. Step onto an elevator and in just a few seconds,
Fourth deck, deck 12.
you're at the very top of the ship and about to cross the threshold of a long-standing Holland America tradition, the Crow's Nest Bar. Like aboard her sister ships, the Veendam's Crow's Nest is high above the water and close to the bow. And the view is the same, simply spectacular. You enjoy the same view as the officers on the bridge working directly below you. It is possible to see for more than 12 miles from this vantage point. At night, the Crow's Nest becomes a dancer's paradise. A live band or a disc jockey keeps the room moving until the small hours of the morning. We've added 2 new areas to the Crow's Nest. One area takes its inspiration from the quiet elegance that pervades an exclusive London club. Wood and leather set a subdued tone. An ideal spot for a quiet drink at the sunset hour. During the era of transatlantic cruising, it was the fashion to devote an entire room to the enjoyment of an afternoon cup of tea. This sitting area honors that tradition. The light filters through mother-of-pearl Murano glass, filling the space with a soft, diffused glow. This skylight effect, combined with plants and natural rattan furniture, gives you the sensation of being in a garden. And as you explore the ship, you'll find many more rooms that invite relaxation. Our cocktail lounges provide a wide variety of themes and decor. Lively or cozy, bright or secluded, our lounges satisfy the mood of the moment. And this is the Dolphin Bar, where you'll always find something tall and cool awaiting you after a swim. Every cruise ship has a pool, but the Veendam's Lido Pool is the ultimate resort experience. The entire Lido deck area is arranged to encourage easy socializing and total relaxation. Our newest ships share dolphin sculptures that send smiles over the Lido Pool. To me, these bronze athletes express the resort-like feeling of the entire Lido deck. Exercise, sun, salt-tinged air, a feeling of exuberance in being completely carefree. The deck space is extremely generous, with plenty of room to arrange your lounge chairs and table. And if you've had enough sun for the day, the pool is surrounded by a covered area which provides shade at any hour. The jacuzzis are here, and the entire pool area is covered by a retractable glass dome. The conditions are ideal whether we're cruising the tropics or passing through a Norwegian fjord. For a poolside meal, try the buffet. For pasta, an Asian stir-fry, tacos, or the traditional hamburger. Or, for a choice of several hot entrees, salads, and desserts, try the Lido restaurant. Every Holland America ship has restaurants near our high-activity areas. And for good reason. We introduced the concept of Lido dining to the cruise industry back in the 1960s. The Lido offers a casual dining alternative, so our guests can enjoy a quick meal and then return to the day's activities. The Lido restaurant is just a few seconds walk away from the swimming pools, the sports deck, and the gym. It's a great place for kids to eat. Our chefs offer plenty of choices, and there's no menu to read. Another feature of the Lido restaurant that appeals to kids of all ages is the build-your-own ice cream sundae bar. There are lots of toppings and fresh-baked cookies as well. The Lido deck has still more to offer. There are separate facilities for men's and women's massage and separate saunas and steam baths as well. A fully staffed beauty salon not only styles hair, but also offers facials and aromatherapy. We encourage our guests to seek the benefits of an appropriate level of exercise. The fitness instructors in the Ocean Spa Gym guide those already in shape, as well as those who want to be in shape. On the sports deck, one deck above the Lido, you can have a rousing game of deck tennis. Or step out on the Lido Terrace and you'll discover one of my favorite spots on the ship. We're overlooking the navigation deck pool, fully open to the sky, high above the water, with an unobstructed 270-degree view. For me, having a swim in the pool, then drying off by the rail while watching a pot of whales or the last flare of a tropical sunset is the essence of cruising. If you don't happen to be in an aerobic frame of mind, there's fun to be had in more sedate activities. Although, your heart rate may rise on the turn of a card in the casino. The ship's library has an extensive reference section and a large collection of novels, biographies, and histories. Filled with comfortable chairs and desks, it's a quiet retreat for writing letters or curling up with a good book. Bridge, cribbage, and gin players find one another in the card room. And we've set aside a special spot for puzzle fans, the Puzzle Corner. Or you can shop. Why wait till you get ashore? You'll find the ship's prices very competitive with portside duty-free shops. What's the most important room on the ship? Any guest will tell you it's their stateroom. Holland America has taken special care to make the Veendam's accommodations exceptionally comfortable. The average size of a cruise industry stateroom is 148 square feet, and that average includes suites, so a typical room would actually be smaller. This is one of the Veendam's inside staterooms. With nearly 190 square feet of well-appointed space, this stateroom is 26% larger than the industry average. The bathroom has a wide counter and a corner cabinet for your toiletries, and a comfortable shower as well. And like every other guest bathroom on board, there's a built-in hairdryer. The bed can be converted to either two singles or a queen. Guests can choose their own music and air conditioning levels. Movies, CNN reports, and the ship's programming are as close as your remote control. Outside staterooms have both a tub and a shower, but the oversized windows are what distinguish these rooms. From dawn to dusk, the changing seascapes become part of your stateroom's decor. We have specifically designed 6 outside staterooms so that cruising is comfortable for our physically challenged guests. These staterooms are completely wheelchair accessible. In fact, the facilities of the entire ship can be independently enjoyed by anyone confined to a wheelchair. Deluxe staterooms add a VCR, a refrigerator, and a minibar. There's also a relaxing whirlpool bath and a shower. A private veranda invites you to step outside to enjoy the sea air. Suites offer nearly 3 times the floor space of a standard outside stateroom, offering a whirlpool bath, separate vanity, VCR, refrigerator, and minibar. The suites also have king-size beds that are convertible to singles. The large sofa folds out to create a full double bed. The veranda is spacious, with plenty of room to entertain friends or to enjoy a dinner served al fresco. Picture a luxury apartment with a magnificent view that changes every day, but continues to be just as striking. This is the Veendam's Penthouse Suite, a stateroom for those who seek the ultimate in shipboard comfort. Imagine the beaches of Monte Carlo sparkling in the distance as you relax on your veranda. Or imagine the pleasure of after-dinner conversation as the scented breezes of Grenada drift over the table. Dining amid elegance reaches a pinnacle in the Rotterdam dining room. Rising through 2 decks at the stern of the ship, the 2 levels are connected by a pair of sweeping staircases. Extending the dining room into a balcony allows each table to have unobstructed views of the changing seascape. With an expansive use of glass to the port, starboard and aft, no other room has more window space than the dining room. The decorative detailing of the room is luxurious, yet understated as you would expect. We set our tables with silver and Rosenthal china. And a string quartet accompanies every evening meal. What better way to enjoy the most extensive menu at sea? There are also 2 smaller dining rooms that are just the right size for private functions. Our show lounge is named after Peter Rubens, the incomparable 16th century Flemish painter. His self-portrait ushers arriving audiences through the entryway doors. The design of the theater makes every seat the best seat in the house. On the main level, the dance floor is surrounded by cocktail tables. The balcony offers tiers of comfortable couch seating arranged like a traditional theater. The theme of performance is explored in the use of illuminated human forms that dramatically emerge from the columns in the room. Granite and marble, bronze and brass, and a rich use of fabric texture unify the room. The audience is drawn together in a theatrical experience like that of a small Italian opera house. Add a computerized lighting system, a revolving stage, a state-of-the-art sound system, and you've got the ideal venue for a Broadway quality show. Holland America has received thousands of letters over the years to thank us for cruise experiences that will never be forgotten. The beauty of our ships, our astounding meals, the comfortable stateroom, first-class entertainment, all receive plenty of praise. And nearly every letter offers lavish praise for our service staff. Of course, our guests are enchanted with their dazzling smiles, but their attention to detail, their wit and sincerity, their conversational skills create memories that last a lifetime. We follow a tradition of excellence that is measured in centuries. Our ships are without parallel, but the tradition lives in the contributions of our people. It is with extreme pleasure I present the beating heart of the Veendam, our captain, and the leaders of our staff and service crew. Welkom on board van de Veendam. Welcome aboard the Veendam. You can expect excellence from every one of us.